Hello, and welcome back to one of our mini training sessions on Workbooks CRM aimed at existing Workbooks users or indeed anyone seriously looking at Workbooks as a new CRM system. And in this one, we're going to cover the side panel. Now, the reason for diving into this aspect of Workbooks is that we found over the years, over the months, that for whatever reason, some users aren't using it. So we're going to address that right now in this session and explain what the side panel is in Workbooks and why you want to use it, and give you some examples of the use of the side panel. Because navigating your CRM efficiently is really important. It can make a world of difference to your daily use of the Workbooks product. And the side panel puts everything you need right at your fingertips. Really easy to access information, from comprehensive or more comprehensive record details to all of your communication information. It serves as your kind of one-stop hub for all of your customer contact interaction management. And there you're going to find in chronological order, chronologically, all your activities, the stream then, quick action buttons for common tasks, saving you time. So hello then, Tim Wilbert here, and joined by my colleague Stuart Lawrence and Hyde, and our company, Wizard Systems. We're a leading independent CRM solutions provider of systems like Workbooks, and we aim to help out organizations use simple solutions to improve their sales, marketing, and customer service productivity. So those of you on here live, thanks for joining us for the session that was originally planned for last week. This little mini training session, one of our regular series of short presentations focusing on different topics. And I say, in this one, we're going to cover that side panel. Now, the audio part of this call is one way only. If you've got any questions, please type those into the question box on your meeting control panel, and we'll do our best to answer that at the end. Okay, then, let me hand over to my colleague, Stuart.
As mentioned, we're always on the lookout for things that make our work life easier. And one of the great features of Workbooks is the customization it allows across the CRM. New fields, layouts, templates, forms, and all can be designed to suit your needs. Now, what if we could have a little more relevant information on certain records without having to build or design anything? As Tim mentioned, this extra information there at your fingertips. You could be in sales. You open a person's record and instantly see the details and recent transactions. What about you? A support person goes to the same record, but they see a list of all the support calls that have been logged against that person. Or how about opening an organization and see all the people associated with that organization, and so on. Each person or team that opened the record sees information relevant to them. Now, at the moment, I have to go and look at the tab, therefore hiding the person's information. If I want the details, I've got to go hunting for it. I mentioned cases. I'm on our good friend Alan's record. If I want to look at cases, I click on cases. Now, the only reference to Alan now is his name's in the top corner. I want to have a look at his sales. And here are a list of all the transactions. So is there an easier way where I can see this information without losing Alan? And there is. As Tim said, it's called the side panel. And I've got one here. It's just a view. And now I have an overview. I'm on the same record, and I can see everything that's coming up and everything that's passed without having to leave his record. We mentioned sales. Let's have a look at his transactions. I'm still on Alan's record, the right-hand side. The side panel has changed to give me this information. What about the person that works in support? Well, let's go to the same record. And it showed me the cases that have been assigned to this person. Still on Alan's record, and there it is. And this, as I mentioned, can change depending who it is that's looking at the record, so who's logged in. So how's it all done? Well, this is a customization of the layout itself. It doesn't involve moving anything or redesigning anything. The layout itself isn't touched, as you can see. All it's done is move it to the left a little bit. So let's go and have a look at how it's done. So we go into the configuration. As with a lot of things, we go into the customization and the record types. Now, I was looking at Alan's record, so we'll stay with people. And what we're looking at now in here are the layouts. This is how the things are arranged on screen. Now, that one that we just looked at when we first logged into the system was this screen here. And you can see what we've told it to do. So it's still the person screen, but we've told it in this section here, this lower section, what to do. So the form style, the panel will open on the right, other tabs on the left. What tab do we want it to appear first? Overview, and see all the other tabs that are on that person's record or the people record are available as the side panel. How much of it do I want to show? Right down to 50-50 if you want. You can then decide, do you want to show it on all the tabs or just the main tab? It's a nice little trick, this one, in that the side panel appears when you go to the record. But should you move off that record, so go to another tab in the system, the side panel closes itself so that you can concentrate on the tab you've got open. When you go back to the main tab, the side panel opens itself again. So most people tend to go with show only on main. So that's all it is. You just go to the form layout, go down to this lower section and turn it on. It's just this option here. So by default, it's no panel. In other words, when you open the layout takes up the full width of the window. Or I can have the panel on the left, the panel on the right. When I've picked which panel I want, or which side I want it, I then pick what panel do I want to show. That's really all it is. You would save this and go back to your record. Let's close these screens. And you can see that I then have the two. View. B2C, which is the default screen, just shows the record, but the one that's been edited with the side panel moves the information to the side a little bit and shows me the side panel. That's it. It's a simple way to get these panels on screen. And remember, this works across the records in Workbooks, and you can set different panels for different users and teams. And that's it. I'll hand things back to Tim.
Thanks very much, Stuart. So use the side panel, as you can see, just requires a very quick, simple tweaking of that form layout. And as always, if in doubt, then please consult Wizard Systems. We're here to support you on Workbooks. While you might be thinking of any questions around this topic or anything else that's on your mind as regards Workbooks, just a reminder about Wizard Systems. We do provide a number of different CRM solutions, but as regards Workbooks, it's one of our primary CRM solutions, and we've got a lot of experience in implementing CRM. And as regards Workbooks, we're a one-stop shop. Anything to do with Workbooks, provisioning the product, setting it up, implementing integration with other applications, which is a strong point of Workbooks, training at your place, our place online, and the ongoing help desk support. We're here to make sure you get the most out of Workbooks, including our weekly 101 sessions, these free sessions as well. Right. Okay, Stuart. I think we've got a few questions that have come in. Darius, can we customize which information appears in the side panel for different team members? Question mark. Our sales team needs different quick actions than our support team.
I alluded to this, but didn't explain how to do it. And it's all down to when you make a particular layout and then decide what tab you show. So I used cases as an example. So you'd go into the layout, give it a suitable name, people with cases, and then you share that design with the members of the support team. If you then went and did it again, but this time you showed transactions, you'd save it with a different name, but then share that design with members of the sales team and so on. So you design each layout for each group or person that you want to use and then share it with that group or person.
Okay, Martha, is there a way to expand the side panel width? Okay, I think we might have covered that. Sometimes we have detailed notes or really long email threads. It feels a bit cramped.
Yeah,
She says.
they give you the defaults. Yeah, so they give you sort of 80-20 right down to 50-50, and then you can actually go the other way where the side panel ends up larger than the record that you've opened. But what they don't mention is that you can, whilst you're in the layout itself, if you've got some extra information, you can make the window slightly bigger, and then to the left of the side panel, there's a little scroll bar there, and you can resize it whilst you're in the screen. So you get the default of 70-30, but for a particular something you're reading on screen, you could just make the side panel a little bit bigger to almost 50-50, but the next time you open it, it'll revert back to the 70-30.
Okay, Ken, can we add our own custom buttons or shortcuts to the side panel? We frequently use specific reports and would love to have a one-click access to them.
Oh, good question. But you're right. Yeah, you're not limited to just the other tabs. Now, my example, I just went and picked one of the tabs. But yeah, you could have the side panel open a report or a dashboard, and it comes down to going right back to the start. So when you are designing the report or the dashboard, there's an option in there that you tell the system, can you set this as a tab? When you tell it to do that, the default would be that it would appear at the top with all the other tabs. But then you'd go into the side panel design and say, no, show this as my default side panel. So yeah, reports, dashboards, all can be shown in the side panel.
Yeah, loads of things there. All right, thanks, Ken. I don't think there's any more questions, Stuart, for us. So okay. Let me just gradually wrap things up. So just to confirm, we're currently on 7.5 workbooks. We're running shortly a workbooks course focusing on marketing. There's lots of really strong marketing things in workbooks as regards, well, email marketing, it's links to MailChimp, Gator, MailPlus, Force24, the online, offline marketing, managing campaigns as well, social media interactions. So a lot of stuff that you can do on the marketing side. We'll be covering all of that and more. Please contact us for details on that. Have you got any future topic suggestions for these Workbooks 101s? As I say, they're normally on a weekly basis, and we try and choose ourselves topics that we think might be interesting to you. So if you can think of anything else, please let us know. So thanks very much then, those of you on here live, or if you're watching a recording, we'll catch up with you hopefully same time next week to cover another Workbooks topic. Thanks so much indeed. Bye-bye.